pastor?
I am Pastor Đức, DUC. Is now is I senior pastor for the inter-evangelistic movement. Our church take care for the in the Vietnam, Cambodia also.
Okay.
My name is Thảo. I also the same team with Pastor Đức in the leadership team. And the call the Lord give for us is to go and share the gospel to the tribes. So it's like in Isaiah 54 verse 2 and 3, the Lord say, enlarge your tent, don't let it be narrow, strengthen your cords, for you will multiply to the right, multiply to the left, cause desolate place to be full of people. That's what the vision the Lord gave for us.
Would you like to introduce your wife?
Yes,
please?
it's my wife. Her name Minh. Yeah, you can speak Chinese.
She's a Chinese.
Chinese.
Okay.
Chinese Vietnamese. This our church have the vision for the trial from 1998, 26 years ago. Our church have evangelists for the tribe.
How many tribes are you reaching right now?
Yeah.
Is it all of Vietnam?
Over 20 tribes in the Vietnam. In the Vietnam have 54 different tribes. It's our church evangelist for the 22 tribes.
Oh, wow. Okay. You mentioned a while ago that there's this one tribe that came to know the Lord through the FEBC broadcast.
Yes.
Can you share about that, your story?
Yeah. I talk about Hmong tribe. The Pastor Esther can talk a story about Hmong tribe. How about believer Jesus, right?
What happened? How did they come to know the Lord?
The first time, because mainly the Hmong tribal in the village, the Hmong tribal have a car living inside the jungle in the mountain, very hard for the government control. The government have a new about the thinking about send the radio for the Hmong tribal. For the Hmong tribal can understand information about government. Not FEBC. The government. For the government, easy for the control. But when the radio sent for the Hmong tribal, because Hmong tribal very much is sent for the every the language, because they have the sometimes you first for the Hmong language in the radio come from the MBC. You can understand for the Hmong tribal. You listen about how about the God's love for the people and the Hmong tribal. And the Hmong tribal mainly the village believer Jesus, right? Mainly because the government sent for every village the radio. When the Hmong tribal understand language, Hmong language and the believer Jesus, right? He called for the every the village can turn the radio can listen for the radio here. Don't have a pastor, don't have an evangelist go to in the village, but only the radio can.
The radio.
Yeah. The MBC believer Jesus, right?
So what did the government do? Did they learn about?
When the government come, the government saw about many people go around. Is have a radio. We went. Everyone listen a radio. The government talk about the radio. Radio.
They say the radio religion.
radio you listen.
Because they don't see the man.
Yeah.
They don't see the preacher.
Because
Only
it look
this-
like the Hmong tribal the worship with radio because inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the government knew about it.
So they stopped that program. Not
Oh.
giving out the radio.
Radio.
Because now the more they give, the more Hmong people become believers.
Yeah.
Is that on the northern part of Vietnam or the southern part?
Yeah, it starts
the north.
in the north.
Oh, the
Yeah.
north.
Near China and near Laos.
Mm-hmm.
Start here.
So it's really the communist
The-
part of the country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
North.
far.
Mm-hmm.
In the jungle.
Mhm.
High land. Then next to it, nearby, is a mountain in this area.
Mm-hmm.
They always live in the mountain.
Because Hmong tribal is a big, the tribal. Almost is Hmong tribal have over 6 million
Mm-hmm.
living in the China, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam also.
Yeah.
In the Vietnam, I think so around 1 million
Mm-hmm.
Hmong
And they're
tribal.
in the jungle.
Yes, in
Yeah.
the triangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, the mountain in triangle, living in the near border with China and Laos also.
Mm-hmm.
Is when 2000 I think so have over 200,000 tribal believer Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those
Many
FEBC.
communities.
Yes,
yeah.
FEBC.
From about 1990s
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
up to 99, 2000.
Yeah.
In fact, I read from Newsweek about it.
Yeah.
Newsweek covered it.
Yeah.
The government was surprised,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then they said the broadcast came from Manila.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, do you have pastors among them right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When the Hmong tribal believe Jesus right, but don't have a Bible.
Mm-hmm.
A lot Hmong tribal go to in the
Lowland.
lowland for the
To seek
Training.
for
to seek for training.
Mhm.
the Hmong tribal go to in the Catholics
Mhm.
because don't know
Any
they have
church.
to see
Yeah,
the
the
road
church is
because inside don't know.
Oh.
The some
Mhm.
Hmong
Yeah.
tribal go to in the Hanoi. Hanoi is capital is
Mhm.
not Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Connect with the CMA.
Mhm.
CMA church. Yeah,
Mhm.
CMA church. Because many Hmong tribal believe the same time. The
Mhm.
CMA cannot control,
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
take care,
Yeah.
cannot take care.
Mm-hmm.
He talk for the pastor is because almost for the pastor leader for the organization in the Vietnam come from the south.
Yeah.
Come from the south. When the pastor come from the south, evangelist for the North Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
the pastor in the North Vietnam talk with the some pastor go to have
Mm-hmm.
the Hmong tribal because a lot people believe in Jesus right.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot take care.
How about now? Are there church workers now, missionaries among them all, or is it still the same? Do they have churches now in the jungle?
Yeah,
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
they have churches in the jungle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
church.
The ones you showed.
Yeah, you can show. Here is one of their churches. They built up by wood.
yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
in my house.
Maybe they widen the house.
Mm-hmm.
They built up by wood and gather people.
Yes,
So how often do you visit these places?
yes. It is, and
We will visit there. Is Christmas time or sometime near the New Year, sometime near the summer for youth camp,
Mm-hmm.
or along the year we can come in and have the different program, short training,
Mm-hmm.
or long training.
2 months ago, I come for the Hmong in the North Vietnam for training. He's a top leader for the Hmong tribal about 80 pastor and worker.
And the government still restricts these
Yeah.
activities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
When we come in, we're not allowed. The faith of Hmong faced with a lot of persecution.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when they were persecuted, they beaten, they forced to forsake their faith.
Until now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Then they will run deeper into the jungle.
To the jungle.
Some will, sometimes they took away their land and they isolate them or ask them to leave the village. So they want to keep their faith and they have to run to another village, or sometimes they have to run to the south, Highland South. So they are a very faithful tribe to the Lord. They will not, they will pay any price to follow God. A very faithful tribe.
No matter what.
Yeah, and once they believe, they might pull out each home a piece of wood to build a church. So you can see their home is very running down, but they must have a nice place to worship God. So
In the jungle.
In the jungle. Their heart is like that for the Lord. The best thing, everything will be for God.
Wow.
Yeah, so
such sacrifice.
Yeah, and when they learn about the word, you can go there and you can teach them morning, then noon break, then afternoon, then finally we say, can we rest now? No, some more.
They're hungry.
Very hungry.
For the word.
Wow.
Yeah, so if we have the trainings, then early morning, maybe 5 o'clock, we heard them woke up and singing and worship God already. Then until 7 o'clock we start the training. But they love God very much.
So you must be so busy going to these different tribes.
Yeah.
And would you know if the people that you reach still listen to the broadcast?
Yeah.
Do you come across people who still listen to FEBC?
They listen to a lot. Sometimes they have the chips. Yeah, and they can send to one another mobile. Now the mobile is so they're very quick. They're very quick with this. It can send and the worship song and the scripture.
Wow.
So,
Can read for the Bible is the tribal language. Helpful for
the whole Bible.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
And among the leadership, we have one pastor who is the one among the first one. He know the Lord 9 years, but he was put in prison for 3 times. Every time is 2 years. So they stop him from going and preaching the gospel. Bring him in 2 years, then they release him.
He preaches
again. Preaching again. So come in again 2 more years, and he's go preaching again. So another 3rd time 2 years ago, and then finally they say they cannot stop him, so they let him go. But he's the one, the elder, that's a different place to encourage and to help the brother and sister in his own people.
He opened mainly the Hmong tribal in the Vietnam, China, and Laos also.
Yeah, in Thailand. Are you a member of the tribe? No.
Right.
Are you also a Hmong?
He's a Vietnamese.
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 But the Lord give him a dark skin to
Do you speak the language?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
I have I can understand for about 22 different languages.
Wow.
But only for the some word.
God bless you.
Oh, thank you very much for your visit and your story.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and
We said FEBC had the Lord used to bring the word of life and living waters to many hungry souls. So please continue on, keep up the good works, and it's only when we see Jesus we will know how many blessings the Lord had, the way the Lord had used FEBC. So this will be many lives, many deep in the jungle.
They have for the many languages in the Vietnam. The Vietnamese also. The many Vietnamese listen FEBC every day.
Is it your first time to visit Bukawi?
The first time.
site? That's where all the broadcasts
Yeah.
come from.
Because in the years after, in 1975, I remember our country went through just like very dark moment, shaking and changing. So, but the news, the good word of God come from FEBC, a great encouragement, a great comforting voice to many souls during those years.
And it's amazing the government tries to jam the broadcast.
Yeah.
They cannot.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure knowing you and listening to your story.
Yeah. Thank you.